Come in. Everyone's going to be entering toward now. That Molotov will force Slacks into the open, and Wonderful takes it comfortably. Launex is still here, as I mentioned, and he can always step up and get a couple of good multi-kills. He doesn't spot the head of Siren quick enough, though, and that's a beautiful headshot, and it should seal Spirit's third. If they can bounce back of it. And that's the point we mentioned in the pre-game, right? Is that Sprout don't really love...
so much free real estate to get down at the B bomb site, and it's conditioning them. And look, just a quick top pop now, and they are completely unawares.
That's pretty crazy how quick that was as well. Siren control of the front, and Launex does actually try and go in for more. He thinks that maybe that timing is the right timing to get a pick back and get...
Start to write home about for Sprout, but if these individuals are this red hot this early on, fresh on the fallback, but it looks like it might be a reroute to hell here.
Oh, Chopper, he's done it again. I know it's only against a pistol, but in the opening duels and in those sort of situations, he's looking so sharp early on. Wonderful, will take Slacks out, and he finds Refresh too. Give him no exit from those vents. Stair does find one with that saved open. He's now trying to push to help out Zyphon with each other, but of course there are two different alleyways to worry about. Zyphon gets one, and Stair has to pick at some point to save Zyphon. They're getting absolutely swarmed upon right now. There goes the AWP, and there goes Zyphon. It's clean as anything from Spirit. Saw them qualify so well and making legends as they did. So yeah, niko's map they probably do need to fix. And look at this timing for Patsy. He's realised at this point taking the timings might be a good way to go. He does get his one kill towards Stair, and I think they'll be a bit upset about that one. Coming out of the squeaky door, this lineup could be pretty tasty, but Siren just ducks right under the box. It's beautiful. Slacks will manage to find one in the meantime, but again, Zyphon, in what you have to consider to be a good angle, is going to get destroyed, but Slacks does have the bomb, and the 15-second mark is the problem that he's facing right now. And he's going to try and at least bait it out, trying to stop the bomb, and he stops it for a second time. And that's when Launex comes in to bail him out. Good position, but that scope will be heard by Chopper, and it's a big off angle. If he goes any further, Battle might even be spotted, yes. Chopper surely has a free kill here, and there we go. Bit too far. Slacks has been the hero in the last couple of rounds, but not to be on this occasion. And Patsy's found Zyphon in the meantime too. Zyphon's really having not much luck in this game so far. He's either getting destroyed as an A anchor or caught on flanks. It's not going too great for him. Refreshing to step up, and he gets double peaked. Magix takes that one comfortably.
His save is so important. He really wants to save to BP, but it's being watched like a hawk by Chopper. It is heard to drop down, but I mean, surely he'll be dropped like a fly here from these event drops. Onyx does get one, but that's about it. Recovered from his counterpart. And 5v4 is going in the favor of the Sprout core, but finally something gives, and so does Slacks on the AWP, finally shutting something down lower.
Yeah, and Launex just hears Siren charging forward as well, so all good. Wonderful is now left 1 versus 5. Is wary of absolutely everything, but he's being crept on by Zyphon, and Zyphon looks like he's finally going to get some luck at the end of this half. 2 kills for him. So he's shown his presence, and now lots of bodies coming in, but it is a bit of a crossfire with Magix and Wonderful toward ramp, and they're only showing that presence right now, and Refresh is still pushed so far forward and further forward than Chopper was expecting. They're going to burst in toward the A bomb site from that, but Siren with the dualies. There's no way through that one. 2 guns are better than 1, and 30 bullets is certainly better than 20. Easily takes himself 2, recovers it into a 3v3. Wonderful. Oh, he needs a second. Can't. Refresh hits back again with that P250. That's a really good frag to take. But now, of course, they're making plenty of noise, and they're going into those dualies, landing directly on Siren's head. Now it's only Refresh left. Grenade will do some damage to him, but it's such a hard angle to fight. No. In the end, he spams him down, but Patsy's here in time. And only just, but Spirit managed to nab the CT pistol.
Man, Refresh sold so many different rotations there, but Siren is such a fantastic topside pistol round for Spirit to take this first map here.
Yeah, and Sprout, even without... okay. I was about to say, even without the bomb plant, they're considering going for the force buy. And how are they going to group this one up? Because, of course, Refresh should be the one using his utility, then diving in first. And Zyphon will be the one to drop first, but that was only the Deagle. So Patsy can do some great work here. Gives himself a second, and now is the issue of where is that AK? And it's not here to trade. Gets himself...
He wanted to break the glass, and he couldn't. Now he's getting involved way too late into the round. Patsy is, yeah, you're exactly right. All too aware. He gets the 4th as well. And it's just Launex with that aforementioned Mac 10. Caught between a rock and a hard place. He does have the bomb and an upper rotate, but it's going to be tough to get himself out of this one. Just pounding between the ladder. Hesitancy all the way throughout. But there still is a lower bomb site player. Lennox does get the upgrade into 2 MP9, so there is room here. Chopper has got the awareness, and what a round from Pat.
Outside control coming in for Stair. He's trying to play past the smoke, and he's seeing quite a lot right now. Patsy once again wants to elevate his position, and that's just utterly disgusting once again. Refresh given no chance over the top of that smoke. Perfect place to find himself.
What?
Wonderful takes one through the smoke as well. I think that was over the top two. Must have seen a head, because that angle, you do see heads, I think, above those outside smokes. There's no way, and Patsy just made it happen again. He shifted in to find Stair. This is just utterly disgusting destruction at the moment. Look at this.
Just smurfing his way through, and he's back in the backside of Launex. The flash is just sets it out beautifully. Siren takes things out.
Placating Sprout right now. How aggressive they are, knowing exactly where they're going. Chopper spots the information. He can just hold the double doors. He does get taken out, but they're still walking to more players. But Slacks on the rifle does a great job of taking one more, but Patsy once again can step up here. Thankfully, he's stopped by LocalElite. That's a good angle to hold. Just that tight line above the double doors on the ramp. And that should be a spirit save.
Ooh, rare miss there from Wonderful to hold on to that AWP. It's just Siren left up here. That kind of decisive.
Whoever loses in this one. I think the most impressive thing so far, of course, as well. Hang on a second. We've got a round on the board here. Goodness me, Siren. They're going so aggressive here. They're just giving Refresh no chance. He's got behind the enemy lines.
Oh, man.
And he gets 2 quick trades. What a wild take of the A bomb site. That was some sexy counter-strike there. But Magix is still unaccounted for. Refresh has no idea. They will get tagged by Wonderful as well. That's such a hard angle to tap down. There are so many players now coming his way. They're just swarming on Sprout whenever they get the opportunity to. And Slacks was stuck behind that smoke for basically the entire round.
Absolute nightmare there for Sprout. No room to really breathe at all in that specific situation. Slacks cannot go anywhere without facing a CT.
Consider as superior ranking, superior results of late to assert some dominance. A shot from Stair. Gives Chopper no chance in the first round.
On the shoulders of Siren here. Back silo Molly misses. I believe there's a top pot Holly Molly. Here comes ETs, and Zyphon just rips the head clean off of Siren. Should be all she wrote, but credit to Stair again there, getting that lower bomb site opening frag, and
he's got it.
It had to force Team Spirit.
Of course, that's 101.
Him being the ramp player as well, right? Like,
yeah.
He's not even playing outside, so that scope was pretty much irrelevant this time around. But outside already?
Oh my goodness, no chance, but it doesn't matter. I was going to say no chance for Siren, the usual A-site defender, but when Chopper's in the action, it doesn't matter. Unaccounted for on top of Heart, that Molotov, I don't think it was perfect. Chopper playing with the door, wanted to try and spook Slacks, and actually giving Slacks a lot of respect here. You never know about with this sort of clutch situation for Slacks. You've seen him do some ridiculous things, but now surely he's going to get pinched. How on earth is this man still alive? To get a second there was pretty ridiculous, but yeah, as I said, this is perfect. I really think this is going to work out. Zyphon has still got nades out right now as a smoke phase. This will work for Chopper and not for Zyphon. There's the first. Can he swing for the second? No, it's a good reaction, but they do exchange dinks. It's still going to go through Siren though, and somehow LocalElite gets away down toward B. That's unbelievable. But of course, there is an issue with that, is that now Stair was pretty disconnected, and LocalElite did not get the bomb down with him. Has to nab it, only just manages to make it happen. And he does have time for the plant, but only if he could cross past single door. And Magix is there way ahead of him on that secondary AWP. Stair has no choice but to save on that big lurk. And that is all said and done on full as to how well Sprout do. LocalElite is basically going in toward B alone here, and Spirit are playing retake on the B bomb site with just one player toward heaven, so this is actually going to be a bit of an issue. Zyphon's coming up from the connector position on the ladder, but Patsy checks it, makes doubly sure.
Very weird retake here, but they've discounted LocalElite's position. Only one bullet left, but he gets away with his life. And he refaces as well. Chopper getting things back, but Patsy shuts things down.
Not going to expect a second round AWP, surely there's no way. Wonderful is very exposed, of course, so could easily get swung on quickly, but they would usually just, smoke these angles, flash these angles, and wide swing them, but Wonderful's doing a great job right now. Gets himself 2 kills, but the trades from Stair are superb. Unfortunately, he's down to 7 HP from that. 3 kills. He's seeing a little bit of a jump spot, and he'll be given nothing. There's no kit in action until now, just as he picks it up, and already he's too far from the bomb. He's going to get pressured by Sax. He takes the kill. He is running into Stair right now. Can he react? He does. But it's only the elimination of the players.
Earlier on, so 4-1 with the flank coming in late.
55 seconds, as you say. Oh, I think they've spotted a couple of players toward Truck, and Siren, even with the AK, gets to get out-dueled by the Mac 10 of Refresh. And that's a Refresh headshot, guys. You want your Refresh headshots? Well, that one counts. He's been headshot himself, though, by the 5-7 of Patsy. And now I think Patsy and Wonderful will just look for some exits, try and take another gun out of the enemy hands. Slax has found Patsy, and you know where Wonderful was. Trying to just go for some pre-fires. There's no reason for Sprout to give up any duels here. They shouldn't be giving Wonderful anything for free.
Should be all she wrote here. Wonderful looking for something, a gun at least, but Lanix rips his head clean off, setting up a crossfire with Wonderful rather in the connector. And that immediately gets nullified with one single Molotov, and that's what Chopper's time to strike, dropping the bomb, no less. And now he's hunted from all sides. Chopper needs another, and he does. A double in the round, looking for more, but surrounded. But he's done his job. It allows Patsy to get activated into the bathrooms on his own on the top of connector. And this round is spiraling out of control here for Sprout.
And we'll get caught in the back, but of course that reveals information of where Laurenex was prowling. It's the information of a FAMAS toward Truck. That is magic. They look for Patsy first, though, and they take him. 8 seconds to go, and they found both kills. The bomb can now be planted safely. Siren again from the B bomb site. It's a bit late on the rotation. I understand why he'd be late, but that's two times in this game so far now that's been the case. And they go for the double peek, and it almost worked out for a quick. To say he's surrounded would be an understatement. He's still been given the space to use all of his utility. Patsy close, he checks it! Oh, the awareness! Goodness me, Patsy. See you next round. Laurenex hits his headshot as well, and an angle for Siren that looks pretty good. And guess what? It's those two again.
So this is a setup that Heroic actually really likes to run themselves on their CT side, where they have that 4A setup, but
and I think that's something you don't see often, just the standoff that Stair was up against with those players just in front of A, waiting for that A control, trying to delete it. Wonderful, will do a good job of deleting Refresh and Laurenex at least, but so far, doesn't matter. Sprout are very happy to take these duels. They've got so much cash, so they can try and take down these saving players. Do move one, but Magix should be fine here. That will help Refresh play a bit closer. Patsy does have this crossfire too. Noise heard. Magix looks like he's desperate to put a few bullets in the smoke, but he might just wait. And waiting is the correct game for him. Easy kill, 13 seconds. There's the crossfire with Patsy. And there should be no way in here. Refresh gets one. And actually they're still alive, trying to rush down this Truck player, but look at this crossfire. Wonderful was here too. Siren and Wonderful. Looks like Sprout are going to go for a pop toward B here. 30 seconds to go. Siren is in position, and Patsy's taken out the Stair lurk, and they know that Stair often can be in positions like that, so Spirit should be well prepared for this B play, but the flashes are absolutely superb. Now Magix is under so much pressure, and he can only get the one. Good frag from Refresh, and that's another headshot to add to his tally. Wonderful. He drops the bomb on the bridge, though, and that's huge. They're trying to launch themselves across to grab it, and they just about manage it. And Laurenex still hits 2 headshots from that. Now, though, Chopper, 1 versus 2. He knows where one player is. He takes him, but Refresh has a line, and he takes himself another kill. What an ending to that round.
With how this round has been this map has been shaping up thus far.
I like this. Patsy's not choosing.
Oh, no.
Yep. Oh, hello. Laurenex. Oh, I thought for a second he might be able to nab that one. I was about to say, I really like Patsy's decision there to actually go past Stair. He knew exactly where Stair was. He didn't just ignore him for no reason. But, in the end, Wonderful steps up again. 2 kills on the defense, and players jumping at him too, so that was a good adjustment. And Patsy does finally take down his nemesis in Stair. He's got the better of him finally, and Slax is at 1 versus 4. She'll get caught by Chopper as well. There we go. That's a free AWP.
Thick and fast. It's only Patsy and Chopper on this side of the map, looking to fend off the invaders here. And Zyphon does go down early, can't get traded out. Patsy and Chopper chiming in together. Now he's run out of bullets, Patsy. Really caught under hot.
Oh, he's going back in with a USP. What an absolute demon. Slax gets pistoled out of the round. This guy is on a tear at the moment, and of course he's wasted so much time. He doesn't even need to do anything else.
Abysmal half from Spirit. Getting 6 here, which seems like it's a possibility, definitely allows to, at least for Spirit to think that they can come back into this. Patsy gets another one down to the bottom of connector. Wonderful chimes in as well. And you're starting to see some of these individuals that were looking to create huge amounts of impact starting to deliver.
Yeah, Patsy just went straight through connector there. Gets himself another kill, but Launex is here. Unfortunately, he's not going to expect a double monster setup. That's the cross in action. Slax does have a smoke, but it's not being deployed at the moment, and that might be a problem. Because Stare on the side might need some protection, but right now he's using his own weaponry as protection to great effect. With Stare on that rifle, Flash is coming in, a bit too deep to touch Stare or Slax. And then comes to Flash again. Slax shows his position toward Pillar, and Wonderful takes him, so it's all down to Stare. First kill, but the insta trade from Chopper, and that's a big, big round for Spirit to take. 6 on the board at the end of the half. It's a carbon copy of map 1. It's another 9-6, but this time in Sprout's favour. And they're going to go for Monster as well. They had that set up a long while ago now in connector, and Siren's now looking for it, but he'll be a little bit too behind that one. Chopper needs to show up, but Refresh is just charging in with those dualies. Himself a quick fire headshot with that one. Launex recovers for one more, and I think they know where 2 players are now, and they're just absolutely wiping out everyone on the retake. Oh, Spirit may have got the plant, and sure that sets them using the M4A4 as Sprout are in this game, as you can see, means that utility is not great for them on this second round, and they have to have a big job at defending this one. Scout has damaged Stare down significantly as well. Launex takes damage taking his kill, but Refresh is still showing up. There's another one to his tally, and he's repositioned toward the barrel as well. Does a great job at taking top, and he knows exactly where Magix is coming from. Just can't take that though. But look at the health. Magix 12 HP removed from Slax, but Launex and Stare are both. Doesn't need to show himself. He knows he needs to be the man to stay alive here. Now he's been tagged down too. Every single Sprout player is so low. This is actually a durable clutch for Wonderful on this scout, but they're swarming. That's a wonderful no-scope up close, but in the end he'll get pushed down by Slax. Nice try. He knew exactly the situation that was about to come toward him there. In the end, yeah, a lovely slow motion shot.
Nothing being offered up to him, just damage back his way.
Yeah, they were trying to pounce off the back of it, I think. Magic's just happy to go ahead of that Molotov, and guess what? He's just run into 3 players. Refresh takes his as well. There's another headshot to add to his tally. So guys, I think your bet might be done now. Congratulations, you beautiful degenerates. 3 versus 4. Patsy working his way in. Flash is perfect, pushes him off the line. Stare has a line underneath that smoke though, and that's another one to grab for Sprout. Their aim styles are just absolutely on point today. Look how blind Patsy is. Wonderful though has a shot. Get himself in toward the site, but unfortunately the next player he has to face is the AWP of Slack. Boosted on the sign. And that gives you so much information of a walk-through bathroom, players coming through banana, shadow advantage, and there we go. Beautiful burst. Moves Patsy from the equation. Now Slack is in the right position as well. Siren is lurking up long, but this lurk has only got 20 seconds to make it absolutely successful. And that's a very whiffy first spray. That was not clean enough to get them into the round. Wonderful. Gets himself one more, but 9 seconds. Can't really afford to go down after time here. Smoke. Can he get the kill? He can. Ooh. And actually the player was already flanking him. So if he had his gun out, then maybe there was a very...
pick to play around with Slacks, misses that initial shot, trying to get something back, but pressure's certainly building. He needs one, but Siren rips his head off, and now it's a charge into the A-bomb site.
Look at this split though. They got one player coming in from long, and Stare's still hiding. The flash is good, but in the end that means a bit of an issue to come his way, and yeah, they deal with it. Refresh is still here. Could deny this bomb plant. There's one. Spraying. Ooh. There's two. Back into a 1v2 now. But no defuse kit, of course, and look how close Magix is. He can just pounce whenever he wants, you feel like. Goes for the big swing and still finds it. And there's the kit on the floor as well. He's picked up an incendiary to boot, but he has absolutely no clue where Patsy is. God. But it doesn't even matter. And that is an unbelievable 4K from Refresh to close out map 2. I have not seen something like that from him for a long while.
It's not liquid.
Going straight through CT doors, yeah, up towards spawn. And there's a lot of trouble now. Launex trying to hop around, trying to make himself very hard to hit. But Wonderful, doing a great job at taking both of them. Refresh holding the off angle, still in CT spawn, and that's Chopper with all that utility, but it's all Wonderful at the moment. And his Stare. So Chopper will move forward. Refresh has got Chopper directly underneath him. No shots at all a hit there. Refresh, I think, is peaked for the day, according to that. Also his previous clutch on overpass. Oh dear. Stair 1v4. Now his position is known too. There's at least one to add to the money, but Chopper's trying to waste the clock. There's a second. Are we going to have 2 1v4s in a row, just on 2 different maps? There's a chance for it, but Siren says no. No, thank you. No face yet from either. We'll fall back away. Perhaps still convinced that B is the way to go, but Wonderful is still here. And there's his second of the round. Finally, he'll get spammed down by Stair. That's the combination of getting tagged by that wallbang and another player in action. It was enough to go to the opposite bomb site. Perfect decision. And they're going to at least try and go for the retake, but they're going through a smoke, which is never going to work out. Zyphon gets his reward for his positioning with 1 kill. Now it's only Siren left. Slacks on the edge, gets found eventually, and that's a very, very well worked first gun. That Molotov will certainly help keep him at bay. Actually, it bounces very weirdly and straight into the smoke, so that's a bit unfortunate. And that boost is going to work out for a kill from Siren too. Slacks knows it's there, but now he's going to be pressured from so many different angles. Has to be super careful. He'll miss that shot. That means Siren has more space to work with. He shoots in between the 2 players pressuring up close. A flash comes in. Chopper gets a knife kill, and it's Zyphon and Larenex 2v4. What on earth has just transpired? Chopper's found the AWP and got himself another, and Zyphon has not even got it planted for him. Siren takes the kill. Spirit are defending this one pretty well. Stair really wants to go for that wallbang on that specific angle, but the Molotov keeps him at bay, but he sees both players. That jump spot is brilliant, and now Refresh does get that trade thanks to that information, but Magix is still here, and he's doing a fantastic job. Gets another one towards Zyphon, but Stair is here again. See you later, Wonderful. Because he's got the AWP, we shall see. Should have to be Stair, and there you go. He walks into Patsy. That's the flank coming into play. And Slacks has made 1 step, but I'm not sure it will have been heard from there. So yes, they're still looking for him. Has to go for the long con all the way round, trying to flank the flanker. But unfortunately, he's not going to be there in time. There's the defuse, and he has to get away now, surely. I've realised there's an opportunity to walk through. Maybe flank the A bomb site. Wonderful's looking for it, but it's a little bit too late, and unfortunately that is a horrible way to open the round for Sprout. Stair takes Larenex, his fellow star, out of the round as they line up for Siren, and Patsy finds 1. Slacks does a good job of finding that trade, but planting is going to be an issue. 2 versus 2, and now he can do it safely. Whereas the 2 remaining players are working their way in toward Donut, and Slacks swings for another one. He's playing this absolutely beautifully right now. It's Slacks, quad kill, and that's a huge 3rd T round. All the aggression.
They do manage to get lower B control. But they get immediately eviscerated by Stair, and ahead of that smoke, surprisingly. Another flash through, and Stair gets another. A double for him earlier round. Again, just stifling this B side of the map.
Nice shot,
Zyphon, you'd think you would get that kill, but...
Stair, of course, is low from his earlier exploits too. Chopper going to get flashed in, try and recover some of that, but... Flashes don't work for Spirit like they work for Sprout. He knows that Wonderful could still be tucked into that corner. Wonderful is just sticking around desperately to look for some damage. And he finds the first. Of course, there's still a couple of players on Sprout which don't necessarily have a built-up economy. Knows exactly what angle to hop across. Knows his angles. Too much experience.
Just play ahead of it.
Let's see. 25 seconds to go. Bomb can be attempted to go down, but Patsy's going super aggressive to try and deny it, and I don't blame him because they have men over. Nearly everyone is here for Spirit, ready and raring to go. It's only Magix holding back a little bit. Great Molotov from Slacks. That will keep the retake at bay for a little while longer. Wonderful. Needing to get into the action. Hit available on 2 players, Siren and Wonderful. Slacks gets another, but the flashbang is really brilliant. Zyphon helps out with that, and Refresh hits a second headshot. 3 kills in the round for him. It's Siren 1v2, and time is against him. He's going to have to hop away and save the M4. Now
he gets nothing, he just gets a bullet to the face.
Exactly, he's down to 3 HP. There are 2 players here as well. Surely there's no way he gets a frag. He actually manages to get 1 bullet off, so maybe it's down to Zyphon instead. It's been down to Zyphon a couple of times in this game so far. Does he check close left? Chopper picks it a good time and takes him out. Refresh, clean trade, gives him a shot and a 2v3. Good grenade, and that's going to remove Magix from the equation. Another tight round. They're going to body block in the smoke right now. Refresh, this is a genius call, I think. He hears Wonderful stepping around, but Wonderful quick scopes him up close. And now it's all down to Slacks. 1 versus 2. I think he knows where the bomb is planted, but it means it's not necessarily for him. He gets the first and he leaps in for the second. And Siren has that defuse kit. Big 5th round for Spirit. Don't forget, every single map so far, as I mentioned earlier, has been a 9-6. One to Spirit, one to Sprout. Can Sprout get another one on hand? At the moment, Patsy wants to stop that from being an issue. Good opening find with the help of some utility and good timing on that push. Wonderful now has some defending to do. Gets himself one, pops away toward Donut, has teammate support as well. But now Chopper is here on time. So many players here for Spirit to defend this one. Sprout surely going to be locked out. The Molotov is placed nicely behind that smoke. Their only option is the boost. Zyphon finds one. Now they get the information, and that grenade could be a pretty decent one. Take Zyphon down to 27. Slacks is now tagged down to 38. Wonderful just needs to hit this shot, but he's missing a couple of close ones. Zyphon leaps in to try and make something happen, but it was never going to be any way back in there. That was always a nice, clean production as well. Now some aggression toward the A-bomb site. Zyphon, 1 HP, already getting gooshed down. Wonderful, takes Slacks on the headshot. Look how close Patsy is to refresh. He's trying to play above him as well. And in the end, it's actually wonderful to get that kill. Lauernex, Zyphon and Stare, the three youngsters trying to work their way back in, but of course Zyphon incredibly low. Does get the timing on Siren, which means he does get one kill back, but it's 2v4 now. And Zyphon just needs a little tickle anywhere, and a tickle would have taken him down. Magic deals with that. And Stare might choose to save his Kevlar to get that 350 helmet upgrade, but looks like Chopper wants to stop that from being a possibility. Finds him, dinks him, kills him. 8 rounds each, and we're even going. They're trying to catch them off guard by using the timing. Now Nex is going to get mollied again, and oh, that smoke hasn't worked to put out the Molotov, and it's going to force him out. He'll be pissed at that one, and I don't blame him. Magic's molly himself isn't too great, but actually it bakes Patsy into the peak. Rates refresh into the peak, I should say, and Patsy takes him down. So Spirit have fought their way in toward B again. Zyphon sprays Patsy down through the smoke. So it's a 3v3 with Magic's low.
Spams back and forth, and Slack has already started to defuse. It's only going to be spam battles here to 10 seconds.
Oh, he's got him!
Siren stops it!
Chopper, he's got the AWP. Do they know that he's coming from this position too? Oh. They do. They do. And over with the lack of the kit, I think they're fine. It's going to be close, but I think they've got it! No! It must have been 0.5 or below. Goodness.
This portfolio is why Spirit is feared on this map, and why it felt as though Sprout should have taken it to Vertigo, but this is the kind of risk you run.
And Lauernex is certainly running many risks right now. Look how blind both of them are. He knows his pathing though, even though he can't see a thing. He knows exactly where to go. And Sprout say, okay, well, I see you, Spirit.
Very curious to see how they want to actually deal with this. Zyphon gets another in Banana. Siren tries to catch the fall away. Beautiful. Actually, I say that beautiful flash, but that was a team flash from Zyphon.
And they have the two players here that they need. 13 seconds, 12, 11. They're working their way in. Slacks is working his way in. Takes one, and now Zyphon can pounce. There's one. There's two. Well done, Sprout. Double digits on the board. Perfect.
Of this comeback from Sprout. Chopper gets into pocket past this initial utility. And Patsy gets headway in a mid as well. Slack's pulling one back. Now Launex as well, clearing pocket.
Wow.
So all of that map control that Spirit...
He's an AWPer that doesn't tend to have the biggest pop-offs. He just is a reliable factor to... But the bomb did go down. Now the retake should be simple. Stare taking his time. Brip set up a wonderful. Sprout are so in this game now. Siren takes one, takes two. But in the end, that's all he can manage. And that's an easy defuse behind the smoke, and this could be a great play, but Magic's kind of cancels out that play with this position. He looks for it, but look at the damage done. The peak comes in from Siren, and the team play is great. Grabs the 4v3. Patsy takes Lauernex in the meantime too, and look where he is. He's blocking off those rotations. He finds Zyphon as well. Refresh is here. They know he's here. They can be prepared to double peak, and it doesn't even matter. They are all prepared. Wonderful had the line. Patsy
and Slacks first to bat.
Zyphon behind the default box. Gets himself one. Can't get a second though. Lovely shot from Wonderful. And Slacks' kill towards Siren is enough. Up close. What a huge retake in this game. Looking for Patsy. He knows where he is. This is a hard duel to win though, and Patsy has a right eye peek. Takes Lauernex down. 3v3. Magic is on a big flank. Slacks is so dead here, and there we go. It's all down to Stare. He's got a kit. But he's got a cross donut and check Wonderful in cave. Goes for the pre-fire, but Wonderful is too strong, and Spirit hit match point. Spirit are going to try and take advantage of it. Magic's He's got Launex stuck in the corner, and he's very much in the open, and actually Launex wins that duel. Well done to him. Slax is still lurking around. This MP9 could do some damage close up, but it's being held by Siren. Gets a fresh AK on the ground as well. That could be huge, and in the end, all the kills are coming through. It's all down to Stare. 1 versus 3. I've seen him do some ridiculous things, even in this very series, but he's out of bullets. He's going to get swung on, and there it is. Spirit are your victors in what was an absolutely wild series. A lot of fun to cover that one. Congratulations.